duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Cleveland, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Osman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the center position. Markkanen finds Carter. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Love. Here's Sexton. Levine with the rebound. Now the Bulls with it. White the pass to Levine. To the paint and stolen by Drummond. Here's Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, just a little bit of momentum and Sexton going right to the rim.
Carter drives in. And the shot goes down. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
Garland, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And stolen by Drummond.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
Anytime you get points in transition, you are thrilled. You can see the speed of Sexton on display.
Now here's Markkanen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. It's Drummond with the rebound. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Osman. That one wide left. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And again, Chicago turns it over. And so it's Cleveland with it. Garland dishes to Sexton. And Levine comes to help. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Well, Colin Sexton, I think, is a crafty point guard with tremendous upside. He obviously can facilitate and be a distributor. The key is, can he knock down shots consistently? An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Levine against Sexton. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
Now, Zach LaVine is a solid passer. This guy entered the league as a point guard, puts it on the money there.
From the stripe, Drummond, and Drummond is right there.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Markkanen, good.
And remember, at 7 feet tall, Markkanen is tough to keep off the board, solid at tracking down misses on that offensive glass.
And last season for Markkanen didn't really go as planned. Greg, we know he suffered some injuries and had a hard time establishing his role.
Yeah, both the scoring and rebounding were down. And this happens sometimes with a new coach and a new system. But one thing's for sure, the talent is there. Markkanen is still very young and has a tremendous upside.
Here is Carter after the made shot from Lauri Markkanen. Back to Levine. Shot clock at 5. Over Sexton. Cavaliers with the rebound. Right wing. Osman kicks to Garland. And it's off from three-point range. And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 2. Outside Markkanen. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Levine. And it's all evened up.
I tell you, feeling the contact and the concentration to finish through it. Nice by Levine.
And that one is good.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Pass to Markkanen. He doesn't hit that one. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Oh, Sexton in position.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Back to Markkanen. And stolen by Love. Here's Osman. And a miss there on the triple. Bulls trail by 4. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist by Porter.
Well, the basketball IQ on display for Otto Porter makes the right read there.
Drummond passes to Love. From the top of the key. Carter pulls it in.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's Markkanen. Lays it up and banks it in. Markkanen's got 6.
You got to reward the big fella when he runs like that. Markkanen looking determined to score in transition.
It's a tie game here in Cleveland. And recently we chatted with Zach LaVine about the team, and he pointed out,
you know, we should have energy and we should be outplaying the other team. Like I said, just competitive wise, we don't have all the miles other teams have. We should have energy, you know, young, hungry dudes that are ready to compete and show what they have in this league. And we shouldn't be tired out there. We should be the most conditioned.
Greg trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
So for Chicago right now, Dunn is out there with Satoransky, and it's Young, and it's Hutchinson in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Thompson. Windler. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Hutchinson passes to Cornette. Now, Satoransky. Shoots a 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Nance with it. Now guarded by Dunn. Count that one. Nance has got the lead up to 4 now for the Cavs.
Boy, the athleticism and toughness of Larry Nance on display on that drive.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Dunn. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Well, Chris Dunn has proven over and over he is not afraid of drawing contact on these shots.
Yeah, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, GA, what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you. And there's Thompson putting it right back in. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And that one drops for him. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Now, here's Garland. Dunn covering. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Valentine's got 4 this quarter.
And with the pace of today's game, transition defense is at a premium.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That is unbelievable.
Here's Cornette. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And it's Sexton penetrating. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, if you've got the speed of Colin Sexton, put the ball on the deck and make sure you make good use of it.
White the pass to Harrison. White looking around. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some hammering it in.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammate. Sexton is a quality floor general.
There's the pass to Valentine. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. White the pass to Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Outside Porter. 35 seconds left here in the second. Outside Sexton. No good on that one. And the Bulls going the other way now. Markkanen with it. 8 points for him. Passes it to Harrison. And stolen by Drummond. Love outside. Here's Osman. That's in there. Love with the assist. Osman's got the lead up to 4 now for the Cavs. Got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Cavaliers.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, Colin Sexton having an outstanding game. He had 12 points and 2. That's all for now.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Colin Sexton having a dominant impact in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Cleveland, Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the center, filling out the middle. Levine can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
Well, that kind of assist will make you very popular with your teammates. Kevin Love is adept as a big man at putting it on time and on target.
Well, one thing that Kevin Love will always have is his passing. He'll be one of the best deep court passers until the day he retires.
And we know this, Greg. He took his inspiration with that ability from the great Wes Unseld. He, too, an incredible passer, easy opportunities at the rim in a jump start of the break situation. Just 2 incredible guys at what they do.
No good on the triple. Bulls trail by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Out to White. Love against Carter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
The thing that really separates White is the quickness. Whether it's with the ball in his hands or running off screens, he's very difficult to stay connected to defensively.
And last year, Greg, we saw White get more comfortable in the offense as the season went on.
You know, more scorer than a playmaker at this point. Drafted 7th overall because he has the potential to do both. If he can add strength and cut back on the turnovers, he's going to be a very good player for a long time.
Pass to Satoransky. Outside, Porter. Fires the three. And again, Chicago. No good.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Feeds to Thompson. It's hauled in by Cornette. Bulls trail by 6. White drives in. Garland with the rebound.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
Here's Sexton. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Sexton's got 4 points in the quarter.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Cornette. Back to Porter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on. Porter passes to Cornette. And again, Chicago turns it over. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets Brain Trust with new team president. Given Denver's success identifying and developing young talent with a win percentage that's climbed year after year, there is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Wouldn't that be a story? Thank you, David. Young. And yes, it's good.
You can see how comfortable Thad Young is. Give him the ball, let him go into attack mode.
Thompson in the post. He's against Young. Here's Nance, and the jam by Larry Nance.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Nance, no good. Bulls trail by 10. Floats it up for Young. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Thompson. And the call up. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Thompson, he has such a low, wide base. He is near impossible to fully box out.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cleveland. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So for Chicago right now, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Dunn and Levine are the guard sets. And it's Harrison in at the small forward. Porter with the steal. And finished off by Porter.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Now, here's Garland. Tight defense on him. Shoots the three. They grab their own miss. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Osman's got the lead up to 12 now for the Cavs.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Dunn misses. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Love. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Levine. Here's Markkanen. Nails the baby hook.
And Markkanen continuing to improve inside. I mean, utilizing his height, the D has a tough time matching up with somebody with his skill set.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Porter's checked in for the Bulls. Kobe White comes in for Dunn. Sexton trying to break free. And it's Drummond missing. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Bulls. It's a 10-point game. Thien passes to Markkanen. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Osman. And no good that time. Nice D from Porter. Markkanen with it. Working on Love. Gets it down to single digits.
And with a unique combination of size and skill, Markkanen can finish plays that others simply can't.
The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Stolen by Garland. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Markkanen passes to Levine. Here's Porter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
This guy has got such great length. When Otto Porter is attacking, it puts the defense into a tough position.
And Porter drops them both. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Now, here's Garland. Bulls trail by 8. Here's Levine. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Is on Colin Sexton.
Now think back to the 2014 NBA draft, the 13th pick overall. Zach LaVine goes out and gives an epic performance in the 2016 dunk contest.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip, drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Well, the toughness of Darius Garland on display. Wants to finish through contact and get the bucket.
And then Carter with the jam.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Down low. Stood on the wing. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Love. Poked loose.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Bulls trail by 6. Here's White. And he gets the bucket.
And hey, when you're a big shot maker in college, that often carries over to this level. Certainly as for White.
Osman, the pass to Sexton. Drummond working against Carter. Drummond dishes to Sexton. Osman. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Here's Levine. Basket good. Levine's got 4 points this quarter.
Big shot with time winding down. Clutch move by Levine.
Sexton trying to break free. White with the defensive effort. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. And Porter putting it right back in.
Otto Porter with the big-time delivery, getting his team buckets in crucial moments.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Here's White. Garland with the rebound. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Absolutely fearless is Darius Garland. Clutch shot, no problem.
And then Levine with the jam.
This guy is big time, unafraid in the moments that matter most. Levine, big time.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Now Garland. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
When you get these opportunities, even when you've got the lead, you've got to take advantage. Really nice to be able to knock down the technical like that.
To the left side wing. Misses the 3. Here's Carter. Kept alive. It drops.
Bully ball at its finest there. Carter Jr. brings a physical presence to this team.
From deep. It's off. So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are...
Nightfall in the Windy City. And David.
Hey, Kevin.
He sure is. Thanks, David. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Brogdon in at the point. And for Chicago, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front. And it's White in at the point. Tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Outside, Levine. Left side, Porter. Outside, Markkanen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes up on the wing. Misses off the left iron.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Brogdon. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And this is how confident Brogdon is in his scoring ability. Able to get it done from everywhere.
Greg, you look at the career of Victor Oladipo, drafted 2nd overall out of Indiana, but didn't break out in his NBA career until coming to the Pacers. A bit of a late bloomer.
And Kevin, Oladipo is a prime example of some players just needing time. It also shows you how much the right situation helps a player. Oladipo always had the talent. He just found a place to foster it. And last year, Lauri Markkanen was asked to change his style of play a bit. He did more spot-up shooting for the team.
Yeah, and honestly, in my opinion, GA, it was a waste of what Markkanen can be. I mean, this kid can dunk on you inside, post up, face, get you in the triple threat, shoot the 3 off the spot up, and more so importantly, maybe even handle the ball. He can make players around him better. He has one of the quickest first steps to take guys off the dribble in the league for his size. I'd like to see him take greater advantage of his skill set.
Here's White. Pass to Porter. 5 on the clock. White dishes to Carter. It's good.
Oh, man, what a good job by Carter. I mean, takes complete control of the paint and finishes the play strong.
For Indiana, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Left side, Turner. It's stolen by Carter. White against Brogdon. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. There's the lob to Oladipo. And stolen by White. From 10 feet out. And that one hits back iron. Pacers leading by 3. Inside. Here's Brogdon. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Sweet pass from Turner. He's really been working on his ability to pass the ball. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Oladipo. The Bulls getting the bucket. 1:49 left in the first. 5 to shoot. Brogdon finds Warren. Over Porter. A new 14 for Indiana. Turner passes to Warren. Levine against Turner. Over Levine. Goes back up. And Turner with the lay-in.
A big like Turner, just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
Knocked away. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter of the game. Warren kicks to Brogdon. Turner inside, guarded by Levine. Shot's good by Turner. Turner's got his second basket of the game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
There's 53 seconds left here in the first quarter. Levine against Oladipo. Markkanen dishes to Levine. Back to Markkanen. Bulls moving the ball around. Levine passes to Carter. Kicks it to Porter. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Sabonis. Justin Holiday comes in for T.J. Warren. Lamb, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. Now here is Holiday. The tray. It's hauled in by Cornette. Young outside. Throws it up high. Wants to get it to Dunn and does. Here's Hutchison.
Terrific defense from Holiday right there. Gifted at contesting without fouling the shooter.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pacers lead by 7. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment.
I think the biggest thing is just the relentlessness.
You know, Greg, I haven't ever heard anyone question his effort.
He came into the league as a raw athlete. Now he's a skilled assassin.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Pacers, McConnell and Lamb in the backcourt. Then it's McDermott, and it's Bitadze in at the 5 down low. And he recovers it. Pass to McDermott. On the wing, Holiday. On the wing, Holiday. 6 to shoot. To the paint, stolen.
Love when guys are alert and aware on doing a great job to prevent the entry pass.
They get it again. Out that one, the Indiana lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Dunn.
And you see there the speed that Dunn possesses. I mean, he's an absolute force when he's moving like this in transition.
Outside Holiday. The 3. Satoransky grabs the miss.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Here's Dunn, and he lays it straight in.
And that's the muscle his teammates like to see done, refusing to take no for an answer.
And at this point, you got to feel like you have a good idea of who Chris Dunn is as a player. A very solid option to bring in off the bench.
Yeah, Jay, he's a great facilitator, and he looks to pass first, a plus defender as well. But to be a starter, you need to be a threat to score at the PG position, and that's just not done.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Denzel Valentine comes in for Chandler Hutchison, and it's Harrison in for Dunn. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. With the stoppage last season, the Bulls still became center stage after the release of the documentary The Last Dance, which covered their 6 titles with Michael Jordan in 8 seasons. There was record viewership, including most NBA players tuning in. Dynasties like those never lose their luster. Kevin?
Well said, D.A. Thanks. And that one's good, Harrison.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
To the inside. And there's Sabonis. That's good on the assist from Brogdon. Sabonis has got his second bucket of the game to go. Bulls trail by 6. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Satoransky, the pass to Cornette. Back to Satoransky. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Cornette. And here is Satoransky. He's guarded by Brogdon. He gets that one. So it's the Pacers now. About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. And Turner kicks to Brogdon. Lamb up top. Just 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. The pass to Sabonis. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son's a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. It's a bonus with the drive. Missed the shot. He's 3 for 4 in the game. Valentine passes to Young. Back to Valentine. Stolen by Warren. Brogdon left side. He dishes it to Turner. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Sabonis, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
The shot by Valentine, no good. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Chicago making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Lowry Markkanen comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Kobe White in for Satoransky. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Miles Turner. TJ Leaf comes in for Sabonis. Justin Holiday's checked in for TJ Warren. And it's Oladipo in for Jeremy Lamb. So he gets them both. 16 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Oladipo, and it's Oladipo with the jam.
Too smooth. Oladipo down the lane with such ease. His agility really gives him an edge.
Stolen by Brogdon. And now Oladipo pushing it up. No one back to stop him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to... Indiana did not hesitate to set the pace. Their lead at one point was up to 7. And that should...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's been getting it done is Domantas Sabonis.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's White in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And with underrated strength, Oladipo isn't worried about absorbing some contact.
Levine dishes to Carter. He kicks to Markkanen. Outside Levine. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Like the show of unselfishness from Porter, wanting to improve as a passer and hit his open teammates.
And when Zach LaVine gets hot, C-Web, he gets scorching hot. Can completely take over a game.
Oh, GA, you know it. And last year, LaVine made 13 threes in a single game. That's one off the record, set by a splash brother himself, Klay Thompson. And LaVine gets going.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and Involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Oladipo, the pass to Bitadze. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Carter. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Back to Porter. Dishes it to White. Misses in close.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Leaf passes to Oladipo. Here's Leaf. And stolen by White. Oh, Porter in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Look, you got to be aware of Porter. He's superb at leaping towards the rim, catching the D by surprise that time with the alley-oop.
Shot's good by Leaf.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Trailing by 4. Bean passes to White. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Leaf. He's guarded by Markkanen. Has to be Bitadze. The kick out to Holiday. Pass to Bitadze. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Leaf. Here's Bitadze. Markkanen pulls it in. Holiday against Carter. Good on the shot.
It's all about getting comfortable taking these shots. Carter Jr., great job hitting from mid-range.
The Pacers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. They get it back, tipped away, and stolen by White. Porter kicks to Levine. There's 1:26 left to play here in the third. It's good. This game is all even.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Oladipo against Levine. Oladipo taking his time here and finished off by Oladipo.
Even after some serious injuries, Oladipo still has some takeoff.
Levine banked in off the glass. Levine's got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
The Bulls have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third, a 75% clip. Porter kicks to Carter. Back to Porter. Floats one up. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around, and good. He got the English that time as it falls.
In an era where quality stretch bigs are valued so highly, Markkanen fits right into the...
Oh, that was something else.
And I love it whenever Oladipo gets tricky with it. Putting on a show for everyone with that one.
Markkanen against Holiday. Oladipo, good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
There's the lob to Carter. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, because of Carter Jr.'s dynamic athleticism, his teammates trust him to finish alley-oops in style. The timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Here's Levine. 2 on the clock. It's deflected, and he gets it back. Victor Oladipo getting it done for Indiana. He got into double digits for the... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And a look at the five for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Sabonis and Turner up front. Malcolm Brogdon out there with Jeremy Lamb. And it's McDermott in at the three, the small forward. Here's Brogdon, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Denzel Valentine. Warren's checked in for Indiana. Victor Oladipo comes in for Jeremy Lamb.
Hey, well, you look at the development of Domantas Sabonis. Few thought he could be a franchise caliber player. We might need to reconsider that given his play last year.
And here is Valentine. Passes it to Young. Turner with the steal. Here's Oladipo, and it's Oladipo with the jam.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
In the perfect timing, with the small lead, they're doing all they can to protect it.
Dunn passes to Young. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Turner. And Sabonis putting up all-star numbers last season. Greg, you and I think he's just getting started.
Yeah, I mean, Sabonis only dominates a few areas of the game. Not a big defender, but he could be a 25-14 type down the line. He's still under 25 years old and has room to grow as a player.
Oladipo with the ball. Brogdon outside. And there's the pass to Sabonis. Just 5 on the clock. And Turner with the basket on the assist by Sabonis. Turner's got the lead up to 11 now for Indiana. Now here's Valentine. D right on him. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Oladipo outside. Pass to Brogdon. Yep, it counts. Brogdon's got 5 points now this quarter.
And the size and muscle of Brogdon, able to shrug off the contact with ease on the way up.
It's stolen by Oladipo. Here's Sabonis, and slam dunk by Sabonis.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
Satoransky, the pass to Young. Can they get it? And the layup by Satoransky. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
There's the lob to Oladipo. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Always an explosive leaper. Oladipo's teammates can count on him to finish those alley-oops.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Brogdon the pass to Turner. That one will not drop. It's his first miss. He's 4 for 5.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Pacers.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Victor Oladipo.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. It's White on the wing. Got a hand on it, and they get it back. Levine deciding where to go with it. Snatched away. Poked away. Porter with the steal. There's the lob to Markkanen.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. 27 seconds left in the game. In the corner, it's McDermott. Back to Lamb. 5 on the clock. Pass to McConnell. Lets it fly. Carter pulls it in. Outside, Markkanen. And he gets it to go.
And the touch from Markkanen there. I like how he keeps his body control on these tricky buckets.
So no problem for Indiana. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. The buildings of Indianapolis are... Look at Cleveland's starting group. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the center position. And for the Pacers, Brogdon and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Warren in at the 3. Now here's Drummond. Love outside. Shot clock at 6. And it goes down 2 points. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Oladipo with the block.
Cannot take Oladipo's athleticism lightly. One of the very best in the league as a 2-guard at blocking shots.
The shot by Turner no good. We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's Sexton. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And that's one of those guys who just tends to live at the line. Sexton's working hard to improve his consistency there.
Now here's Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up.
I certainly hope not. You know, with Miles Turner, a lot of his value, I think, comes on the defensive end. One of the best shot blockers in the league the last couple of years. And has really good mobility. He's got a nice shooting stroke, but defensively is where he makes his greatest impact in my mind.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Now, here's Warren. Fires top of the key. The rebound by Kevin Love.
And Clark, at the moment, you could argue that it's the defense that's the best asset for Turner at this point.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with you, Greg. I think clearly that's his strong suit right now. He's got a terrific shot in terms of mechanics and range. I think you'd like to see him be a little more consistent with his selection and then develop a more reliable low post go-to move. Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Passes it to Osman. Now, here's Garland. Guarded by Oladipo. And he overshot that one, missing. Pacers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And Turner kicks to Oladipo. And stolen by Drummond. Love outside. Back to Drummond. Pass to Garland. Cleveland moving it around. Drummond dishes to Garland. There's the 3. Shot clock resets for the Cavaliers. Over to the wing. Love the pass to Drummond. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's his first foul. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Victor Oladipo. Sabonis with the steal. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Miles Turner. Doug McDermott comes in for Sabonis. Justin Holiday's checked in for Warren. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Brogdon. Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And that one, good.
Yeah, I'd like to see more passes like that from McDermott, especially when guys are open.
There's the foul. That's on Jeremy Lamb. That's his first foul. And so here's Cleveland. And the jam by Larry Nance.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleek. Boy, really nice job to take what the defense was giving him there.
Pass to Windler. Back to Nance. Lets it go with a 3. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here is Holiday. The pass to McConnell. Teardrop shot. Down low. There's Bitadze. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
You know, you don't like the foul, but if the alternative is giving up a dunk, it's an easy choice to make. I think it sets a tone for your defense around the rim. Make them earn it.
The Pacers making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Thompson dishes to Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
And how about the leaping ability there on the slam? I love how Sexton just rises up with confidence inside.
Holiday goes in. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
And how about Aaron Holiday seeing that expanded role last season, moved into that backup point guard spot for the Pacers, and I thought he was solid.
I ditto that, Greg. I mean, he's a guy that's a natural playmaker. He's got a nice stroke as well, plays with confidence, and is really aggressive with the ball in his hands, which is what I like. And, you know, he's the third of 3 brothers that are playing in the NBA. He's a teammate with Justin. And I tell you what, when you're the youngest sibling, you got to bring that aggressiveness to the table every day.
Now McDermott following Tristan Thompson's 3-point attempt. 19 seconds left in the first quarter. And there's Porter on the assist by Nance.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Lamb, and it's in there.
You know, wanting to develop his interior game, Jeremy Lamb, shots like this will help him be more assertive in that area.
There's Porter with the 3. No good. It could go. No good on the last second attempt there. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Cleveland ahead. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Indiana, they've got McDermott, and it's Lamb in at the 2 guard. Pacers trail by 4. Holiday with it, picked up by Thompson. And Holiday kicks to Lamb, and slam dunk by Lamb.
And, you know, the vertical Lamb has is a bit sneaky. You know, he gets off the ground with such ease to hammer it down. Sometimes you don't know how high he's gotten.
Here's Windler. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Garland got a piece of it. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Nance outside. On the wing, Nance. Drops in the layup for 2. Nance has got 7. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy that's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off. Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Holiday, no one around him. The offensive rebound.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Count it. 6 points for him.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Garland. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And so he makes both from the line.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Up top, Oladipo. No points in the game yet for him. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Turner.
Exceptional skills for Turner down in the paint. This guy, I think, has the potential to be a dominant player inside for a lot of years.
Now, here's Sexton. He has 5. Good work there as it goes. Sexton's got 7.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
And just an emotional return from injury for Oladipo last season. He missed over a year due to that knee, and just great to see the young man back on the floor.
Boy, it sure is, Greg. I mean, it didn't take long for Oladipo to show he's still an outstanding player. I mean, he means so much to this team when he's healthy. His energy is infectious, and he's a big-time playmaker and shot maker. It's really hard to miss a full year. But I tell you what, Oladipo did not look rusty for long.
And it's Sabonis with the ball for the Pacers. Turner finds Warren. Back to Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Hey, T.J. Warren is definitely a scorer. He's got a shoot-first mentality, but he'll give it up if you're open.
Drummond passes to Garland. Stolen by Brogdon. 1:12 left in the first half of the game. Back to Sabonis. The kick out to Oladipo. The 17-footer. And again, it's Indiana converting. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Pacers?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, but they've also protected the paint extremely well. You see that in their block shot totals, but also they've altered a lot of shots, taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Sabonis, no good.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Now, here's Brogdon. Sabonis kicks to Warren. Turner trying to free himself up. Warren, good. And the Pacers lead by 2.
You know, I like seeing Warren do work inside. He might be a three-point shooter, most known for that, but he's still 6'8". You got to do some work in the paint.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, throughout his career, Malcolm Brogdon has switched between the 1 and the 2 since. Thanks for joining us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been quite a game for Colin Sexton.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the 5. Cavaliers shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field.
And it's clear that Sexton loves getting out in transition. He has a strong sense for how to capitalize.
Now, here's Oladipo. Brogdon looking it over. Passes to Sabonis. Brogdon trying to get open. Sabonis, no good.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Sexton the pass to Love. Garland, but they get it back. Pass to Drummond. Here's Garland. Cans it from downtown. Garland's got 11 points.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Sexton against Sabonis. Over Sexton. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
Aaron Holiday is checked in for the Pacers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Oladipo. Windler with the rebound.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Kicks to Garland. Pass to Osman. He dishes it to Garland. Just his first attempt. That misses off the backboard.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Warren against Thompson. Now here is Holiday. The kick out to Warren. Up again, and Turner stays with it. 8 points for him.
Boy, dominant play by Turner there. Used his force and physicality to get that rebound and the bucket.
Garland the pass to Drummond, and it's sent back by Turner. Outside Warren. Ring shot on the way. Unable to get that one. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Here's Drummond.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
For Cleveland, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Justin Holiday's checked in for Sabonis. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Victor Oladipo. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Aaron Holiday. Then for the Cavaliers, Nance comes in for Tristan Thompson. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Jetty Osman. Lamb passes to Turner. Cavaliers with the rebound. Drummond's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
Now here's Nance. He's got 7.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Holiday, trailing by 5. Shakes him. Turner hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Turner's got 10 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
It's tipped. Turner with the steal. Holiday finds Warren. Turner trying to free himself up. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And now just a 1-point Cleveland lead. Garland the pass to Drummond. To the middle. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Drummond. Garland's got 5 points now in the quarter. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Makes it off the glass. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. It's Drummond, high post. Porter looking it over. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside, Lamb. He kicks it to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. The 17-footer. The shot, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Sabonis and Turner up front. Brogdon out there with T.J. McConnell. And it's Warren in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Pacers 5.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Now, here's McConnell. Not a lot of room, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Pacers with possession here. Turner passes to Sabonis. Down low. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Justin Holiday's checked in for T.J. Warren. The Cavaliers leading by 5. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Sexton the pass to Osman. Back to Thompson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's Porter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Miles Turner. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Cleveland.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
They do, and you also see a lot of points have come off the dribble penetration. They've been aggressive on the bounce at attacking the defense.
Now, here's McConnell. Now the pass to Turner. Over Love. The shot by Turner, no good.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
And sometimes it seems like Sexton wants to get hit on the way up. He just embraces the challenge. And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Now here is Holiday. Passes it to Turner. Outside, Sabonis. The kick out to Holiday. Gets a hand on it, and staying with the play, Sabonis.
Boy, one of the things that stands out with Domantas Sabonis, this guy is high energy all the time. He's a relentless glass eater.
Back to Love. Here's Osman. Pacers with the rebound. Turner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Brogdon, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
It's nice to see when Brogdon doesn't settle for the layup, instead going in there to finish with power.
Love the pass to Thompson. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Turner. Pacers trail by 6. To the inside, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Turner stepping up big, showing you some composure and leadership there.
And Porter, here we go. Kicks it out to Love. Inside. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Love. Love's got 3 assists in the game. Brogdon the pass to McConnell. To the paint. Right side Sabonis. And stolen by Love. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Here's Osman. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now an 8-point Cleveland lead.
You know, Love is, as we've seen, a solid passer for a big man. Great at breaking down the defense and firing the pass to an open teammate.
Now here's Turner. Back to Brogdon. Right side Sabonis. 14 feet away. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop to loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Cavaliers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Colin Sexton.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Here's Sabonis, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
You know, there were some scouts that felt like Sabonis had a lower ceiling compared to others in his draft class, but I tell you what, he just continues to get better and better.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. Ripped away. Pass to Sexton. Kicks it to Drummond. Nice D from Sabonis. Oladipo right side. It's good.
That's the go for your throat mentality on display. Give Oladipo the ball in the clutch, and he's going to give you much.
Here's Garland. That's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Left side, Love. Blocks it again, but he stays with it. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA. And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Garland in at the point. And for Chicago, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen and Carter are up front. And it's Porter in at the small forward. Now, here's Markkanen. Carter at the elbow. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Two teams badly needing a win tonight, Greg. Some desperations on both sides.
And it's easy to start second-guessing yourself, Kevin. You want to make adjustments, but also stay true to who you are.
Now White following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love.
And because of Carter Jr.'s finesse and athleticism, his teammates trust him to finish those alley-oops in style.
And that one's good. Drummond. Porter with it. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Garland, the pass to Drummond. Garland kicks to Love. And the three off target. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Bulls.
The awareness, something people don't always talk enough about with Porter. That's a great find there. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Cleveland moving it around. Pass to Love. Puts up a three. And it's White with the rebound.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now here's Porter. Here is Carter. 6 to shoot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
In the 7th pick of the 2018 draft, Carter Jr.'s potential is enticing. A bruising big man with a bright future ahead of him.
And he makes both free throws. Cleveland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And it's Osman missing.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Porter passes to Carter. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter. And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going. And the Cavs really took a long look at Colin Sexton last year as a playmaker, and it seems like he's moving more and more into that role of being a microwave scorer.
Inside, and stolen by Sexton.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And Brent, the numbers for Sexton back that up. He's a great scorer, as we know, but his assist totals are low.
And this is why I think, Kevin, there's a lot of consideration where Sexton might move naturally into that guy that comes off the bench and creates disruption with his offensive output. Feels like a lot of Lou Williams type of moments could be ahead for a player like Colin Sexton.
Here's White following the basket by Colin Sexton. Passes it to Levine.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Here's Drummond. Outside, Sexton. Here's Garland. No good from outside. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They trail by 1. Porter finds White. Back to Porter. The pass to Carter. And stolen by Drummond. Here's Sexton. That shot off. So the Bulls will take it the other way. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. And then Carter with the jam.
Yeah, and with improving court awareness, Levine continues to tap into his limitless potential when making plays.
Sexton. Chicago grabs the miss.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Kick out to Levine. Pass to White. Right side, Porter. Just 5 to shoot. And another turnover here by Chicago. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen. Saransky's checked in for Porter. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Kobe White. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, Thompson does not mind the contact, and I think that bump sometimes even helps him focus more.
Chicago trailing here. Young drives in. Stolen by Thompson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Chandler Hutchison. He's checked in for Zach LaVine. The Bulls have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Yep, that one goes.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And Sexton slams it in.
Like the attacking mindset, not waiting for something to happen, instead creating it himself was Colin Sexton.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Nance against Young. Pass to Hutchison. Off target from 3-point range. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That's his first foul. The open look here for Sexton. Off the inbound, no good.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And still a close game as and some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Chicago right now, Chris Dunn is out there with Satoransky. And it's Young, and it's Hutchinson in at the 3 slot. From downtown, and it's Chicago with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. And you have to be excited about the work rate that Thompson has shown lately. He has become a much more active player.
Well, the ability just to stay with that high motor is Tristan Thompson's calling card at this point. On the interior, wants to play physical and wants to disrupt anything he can on the inside to make an impact.
A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Garland, he's checked in for Sexton. Windler, the pass to Garland. His 3-pointers off the mark. Bulls trail by 4 to the inside. Here's Harrison, and the layup's good off the glass. Harrison's got his first basket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Garland with the bucket.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. From deep three-point range. Here's Valentine. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Cleveland moving the ball around. And Thompson kicks to Porter. Stripped it away. Dunn outside. Here's Harrison, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Here's Cornette, covered by Nance. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the half. And Cornette gets it to go. And the Bulls lead by 2.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Porter kicks to Garland. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Chicago. They're on a 10-2 run here. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Dunn passes to Cornette. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Nance outside. Now here's Garland. Guarded closer.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
There's 42 seconds left in the second quarter.
Now that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the deal.
There's Harrison over Porter. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And stolen by Dunn. Down low. It's deflected. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And then slams it in.
And one of the things that we saw in the early part of his career with the Lakers is how dangerous he can be in transition. These are opportunities where he salivates.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And the jam by Larry Nance.
Yeah, you could throw it just about anywhere for Larry Nance Jr., and then he'll know what to do with it.
It'll count. That one's not going to go. And that'll do it for the first half. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the opening period. And by just a fraction. And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Wendell Carter has done in this game.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at him.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Larry Nance out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Drummond in at the 5 down low. Levine dishes to Porter. Shot clock at 5. Tries it from 9. Here's Carter. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Drummond. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Drummond's got the lead up to 7 now for the Cavs.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Tries to keep it alive. Thompson with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Now Cleveland moving it up. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Cleveland. Garland comes in for Tristan Thompson. Sexton for 3. Porter pulls it in. The Bulls shooting well, 50% from the floor. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Levine. Sexton finds Drummond. Back to Sexton. Buries the long-range jumper. Sexton's got 9 points.
Well, Sexton feeling it right now, being assertive and getting to the spots on the floor that he wants to operate.
White the pass to Markkanen. He feeds it to Carter, and stolen by Drummond. Here's the break. Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
Sexton seeing the floor, knowing where to run that time. Good pace.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. It's a 10-point game. Bulls moving the ball around. Now the feed to Levine. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 4 rebounds in this game. Back to Sexton. It's stolen by Carter. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's White. No good that time. Nice D from Sexton. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Here's Osman. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. He kicks to Garland. All sorts of time, and he connects with the jumper. And the Cavaliers lead by 12. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
The Cavaliers on offense. They're on a 14-4 run right now. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And well, Garland, the 5th overall pick back in 2019, had a slow start to his career. But around the midway point, he really started to take off.
And you wonder, Greg, in that rookie campaign, if that's a bit of somebody realizing the length of an NBA season. And maybe he made a bit of an adjustment in his body. Now in his second year, we can see some of the fruits of his labor in the offseason and him developing. Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And Drummond kicks to Porter. Here's Windler. No good with the triple. Bulls trail by 14. Floats it up for Young. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And a wide open look for Porter. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Bulls have gone somewhat so far, 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Passes to Satoransky. Back to Carter. And the layup falls. Carter's got 12 points in the game.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
And the pass to Porter. Over to the left wing. No good. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going into the break with a 10-point. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Bulls trail by 10. Young and Carter are the big men inside. Dunn is out there with Satoransky, and it's Hutchinson in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Carter. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. The Cavaliers shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Here's Windler. Kicks it to Garland. Nance outside. Thompson looking for an opening. Just 2 to shoot. Here's Porter. Good work defensively by Carter. And Chicago shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Young.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Outside, Porter takes the 3. Can't hit that one. So the Bulls will take it the other way.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And it's Carter missing. Cleveland leading by 8. Porter in the corner. Rebound by the Bulls.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Hutchison passes to Carter. To the middle. Satoransky finds Carter. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Porter, and he slams it down right on the top of Thaddeus.
Nance is just such a cerebral player out there. Does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Satoransky, lays it up off the glass. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Here's Thompson. Count it. Good. And the Cavaliers lead by 10.
Not easy to prevent Tristan Thompson from scoring in that position. Got to try to body him up.
They get it back. Carter. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
And here is Garland. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Nance. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Larry Nance Jr. has the ability to get around the floor and do some things in all those areas, so good job this time on the cut.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Markkanen, he's checked in for Young. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Chandler Hutchison. Levine's checked in for Satoransky, and it's White in for Chris Dunn. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Out to the right wing. Osman kicks to Sexton. Back to Osman. Cleveland moving it around. Nance outside. Good work defensively by Carter.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Left side, Levine. And it's sent back by Drummond. Here's Love. Porter pulls it in.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Kicks it out to Markkanen, and stolen by Sexton. 55 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Osman. Here's Nance, and the jam by Larry Nance.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Levine kicks to Markkanen. The kick out to Porter. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Lets it go from 11. It's rebounded by Cleveland. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Cleveland can just let the clock run down here. Here's Osman. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And he knocks down the first one. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
And Young slams it home.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our home floor. The tallest. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Markkanen and Carter are up front. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Porter in at the small forward. And for the Pacers, Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Warren in at the small forward. Now, here's Oladipo. And stolen by White. And Levine, here we go. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The question for Zach LaVine coming in, will he get strong enough? There's your answer.
And the Pacers with possession here.
And the deep ball has come alive the last few seasons for Zach LaVine. He set a Bulls record for made threes in a season last year.
Hey, Greg, Zach LaVine continues to work and improve his shot, which has been fantastic. He not only trusts his shot at this point, but feel it's a strength now. He's more willing to look for jumpers in big possessions now.
Yeah, this is light work for Oladipo. If the D doesn't force him out of that area, they're done.
Outside, Porter. Five on the clock. It's stolen by Oladipo. On the wing, Turner, defended by Carter. Warren, the pass to Sabonis. Nice D from Porter.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Oladipo against Levine. White down low. The dish now to Markkanen. Back to White. Kick out to Levine. Clock at 4. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
A strong all-around talent, relatively still young and still growing. Porter getting himself to the line.
And really throughout his entire career, Otto Porter has been a solid shooter from distance. Great option to plant in the corner and really open up a defense.
Yes, Otto Porter shoots around 40% from his career, GA, beyond the arc. What I love about him, he has a quick release that he can get off without much room. Also, Porter keeps defenders honest with his ability to put the ball on the floor.
For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Levine. Takes a 3. Chicago now working with the new shot clock. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good. Levine's got his second bucket.
Right there, the burst of Zach LaVine. Once he gets a step on you, it's hard to catch up.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. And some changes here for the Pacers. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Oladipo. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. The Bulls also changing it up. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Satoransky comes in for Porter. And Chris Dunn subbed in for White. Here's Markkanen, following the score by Miles Turner. Pass to Cornett. The rebound by Turner. The Pacers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Outside, Sabonis. In the corner, it's McDermott. Inside, McConnell, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Levine looking around. Outside, Markkanen. And here is Satoransky. Clock at 6. Levine finds Satoransky. The Pacers pull it in. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Yep, that one goes in there.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Indiana shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Turner. Justin Holiday comes in for Sabonis. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. Chicago also making some changes. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Zach LaVine. And it's Valentine in for Satoransky.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Bulls shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. TJ Leaves checked in for Doug McDermott. TJ Warren comes in for Justin Holiday. And it's Victor Oladipo in for TJ McConnell.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Valentine kicks to Young. Back to Valentine. Down low. It's rebounded by Indiana.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Here's Warren. And it's Warren with the jam.
Thrown down by T.J. Warren. Gets to the rim with ease.
Dunn passes to Cornette. And so the first quarter is in the books. Pacers out in front. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Indiana, they've got Oladipo, and it's Warren in at the four-man position. And here are the Bulls now. The Pacers making the shot. Here's Hutchison. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That's his first foul. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Bitadze with the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Harrison kicks to White. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That'll be his second foul of the game.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
Now here's White. Back to Carter. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Carter specializes in this, competing on the glass and converting the second chance opportunity.
And Brogdon, here we go.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
And one thing I like about Brogdon is his size. A huge 6'10" wingspan for a guard gives him an advantage in matchups. Lets him finish over smaller defenders as well.
Here's Harrison after Malcolm Brogdon's bucket. Harrison kicks to Young. Back to Harrison. On deep. Young against Warren. Young's shot is off. And great with Brogdon and his size, it allows flexibility on defense as well.
Yeah, I mean, it makes switching on the pick and roll easier with him up top. There isn't a lot of flash to how Brogdon plays on the floor, but you can't deny how impactful he is in all facets. And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Count that bucket. Brogdon's got 6 here in this quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Harrison passes to White. Here's Harrison, guarded by Holiday.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Outside Warren. That one goes. Count it. Warren's got the lead up to 7 now for Indiana.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Harrison passes to Carter. Out to White. Outside Porter. Just 5 on the clock. Drills the three-pointer.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
To the inside. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
I like that finish, and right there you see the smooth athleticism of Justin Holiday. Makes it look easy.
And White kicks to Harrison. Ball's knocked loose. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Holiday is running.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Here's the pass to Harrison. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. The Pacers making a switch here. Sabonis is checked in. Some changes for Chicago. And here are the Bulls now, trailing here by 8. Cornette passes to Hutchison. He gets it in there. Hutchinson's got his first points of the game.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Sabonis inside. Guarded by Levine. Holiday, no one around him. They get it again.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Bulls trail by 8. Here's Markkanen. Nice D from Sabonis. On the wing, Holiday.
Get up, Malcolm. You think this guy is just about jumpers? There's more to his game.
Here's Satoransky. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Best. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening. And that...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Malcolm Brogdon really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
So for Chicago right now, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen, the power on that throwdown.
And I love it whenever Oladipo gets tricky with it. Putting on a show for everyone with that one.
Another shot. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Carter.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
And Oladipo has it in the corner. And the 3 off target. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Chicago. Turner with the steal. Stolen by Levine. Stolen by Warren. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. And Turner throws it down.
And when Oladipo makes passes like that, his team kicks into a whole new gear offensively.
There's the double team with Warren. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Warren. Here's Oladipo. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Oladipo's got 6.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Carter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for T.J. Ward. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Brogdon. Here's McConnell. No good there. Nice D from Levine. Bulls trail by 12. Here's Valentine. The shot's good.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. McConnell kicks to Sabonis. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul. Justin Holiday's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Chris Dunn. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
The Pacers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And so he hits the technical free throw. And so here is Indiana. They've led by as many as 14 points. Oladipo, the pass to McConnell. Holiday, no one around him. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Holiday's got the lead up to 14 now for Indiana. Carter down low. He's against Turner. Outside, White. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Looking for Carter. He gets it there. The rebound by Holiday. Pacers leading by 14. It's Oladipo on the wing. Back to Holiday. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
He has this in his family genes. Justin Holiday's brothers also play this game at a high level. Drew and Aaron, talented family.
Good on both. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Doubled by Sabonis. Right side, White to the paint. Here's Carter. No good on that one. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. On the wing, Holiday. Guarded by Porter. And Holiday kicks to Oladipo. Porter against Holiday. Bucket is good. Holiday's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Justin Holiday with the aggressive move, getting better and better off the bounce.
Carter dishes to White. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. One-on-one fast break. There's the lob to Oladipo. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Always an explosive leaper. Oladipo's teammates can count on him to finish those alley-oops.
Here's Levine. And he banks in the layup. Levine's got 6.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Now, here's McConnell. Tight defense on him. Holiday with the 3. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 6 rebounds in the game. Levine with it, picked up by Turner. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, stolen by Holiday. Sabonis, high post. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. And the Pacers lead by 20.
And the balance Sabonis has is impressive. Able to score even when the D is physical with it.
Levine, and the jam by Levine.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. There's the lob to Carter. Hammers the alley-oop through.
The length of Carter helping him there. A prime-time threat to finish off alley-oops.
And Oladipo kicks to Holiday. Back to Oladipo. This one for three. That's good from Holiday on the assist by Oladipo. Holiday's got 10 points here in the second half. And so it's Indiana with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got T.J. Warren, Malcolm Brogdon out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then it's McDermott, and it's Holiday in at the 5. That's the Pacers' 5. 5 to shoot. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Passes it to Hutchison. Valentine with it. To the middle. There's the double team with Warren. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Goga Bitadze comes in for Justin Holiday, and T.J. Leafs subbed in for Doug McDermott. Pass to Bitadze. It's Brogdon on the wing. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Warren. Kept alive by Indiana. Pass to Leaf. Outside, Lamb. Inside, and he jams it with authority.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Outside, Markkanen. On the wing, Porter. Markkanen passes to Carter. Back to Markkanen. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Levine, good.
Barely beating the clock. One thing you can say about Zach LaVine, he likes these moments.
Feeds to Warren. The pass to Brogdon. Here's Bitadze. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
A 3 from Warren. Rebound by the Bulls. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Brogdon with it. Now defended by Markkanen. And Holiday.
Oh! That's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
That was nice.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
Beautiful find by Carter. Sees the floor really well for a young big.
Holiday against Levine. Holiday surveying the floor. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
All about the team. Justin Holiday looking for the open man and finding him.
Levine kicks to Carter. And it's Goga Bitadze with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Indiana making some changes. McDermott's checked in for T.J. Warren. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Justin Holiday. And the basket by Hutchison.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
And there's McDermott. That's good on the assist from Brogdon.
Doug McDermott is not just an outside shooter. He has a nice touch inside as well.
Young outside. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Pacers.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
Oladipo, the pass to Leaf. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Bulls. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Cornette, the putback. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. And the Bulls making a change here. Gafford's checked in. Pass to Hutchison. Throws it up high.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Stolen away. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Dunn. Pacers with the rebound. Here's Leaf. Brogdon outside. Leaf passes to Bitadze. Brogdon outside. Pass to Bitadze. 13 feet away. Off the mark. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. right, Doris Bird, Greg Anthony. Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Warren in at the small forward. And for Cleveland, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Garland in at point guard. Charity stripe shot. Kept alive. Sabonis kicks to Turner. And he can't jam it through.
Oh, not a good look there, guys. No one near him, and he still flings one off the rim.
Okay, the initiative from the young bull, Colin Sexton, as some like to call him. How about that drive?
Oladipo, the pass to Turner. Now, here's Sabonis. Back to Turner, 9 feet out, and he gets the jumper to drop.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And Doris, last season, Domantas Sabonis turned a corner in terms of development. He became a key cog in this offense.
That's exactly right, Greg. Coach trusted him in more pick-and-roll situations. He allowed him to do more heavy lifting within the offense. And Sabonis has got great basketball IQ. He understands how to make reads, set solid screens. This is a guy who makes people around him better. Victor Oladipo's passing skills probably unappreciated. This guy is very unselfish and capable.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
You know what you love about Darius Garland's potential? It's as a scorer in this league, right? Is he's so aggressive. He plays assertively. And that, to me, is the key for young players. Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line. And, boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Brogdon outside. Unloads from 13. He can't get that one to fall. And Cleveland the other way now. Sexton's shot is good.
That unpredictability helps Colin Sexton. He keeps defenders off balance. You don't know what this guy's going to do.
Feeds it to Garland. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Here's Sexton, and it's sent back by Turner.
How about Turner's ability to anticipate when the shooter's going to release? Couldn't be better at timing his rejections.
Oladipo draws the double. And Warren, here we go. And Oladipo kicks to Warren. Oladipo outside, just 4 to shoot. Turner passes to Sabonis. The shot by Turner, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Drummond in the post. He's against Turner. Sexton on the wing. Guarded by Oladipo. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Well, a nice job by Colin Sexton to find the open man. You want to see court awareness from the young gun.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
A putback. It's Drummond with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And good that time.
Sexton is a point guard. It is his job to share the wealth, and he does there.
Sexton against Oladipo. Pass to Sabonis. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Here's Oladipo. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pacers trail by 10. Oladipo goes in. And the rejection by Love. And Garland with a clear path to the basket. And there it is for him.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And the Pacers with possession here. Pass to Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, you simply cannot be careless around Darius Garland. He is going to anticipate, take it away, and make an easy opportunity.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 14. And it's Drummond missing. Warren dishes to Turner. Back to Warren. Over Garland. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've excelled in the open. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Cavaliers enjoying a nice lead here.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And so in the game for the Pacers, McConnell and Lamb in the backcourt. And it's McDermott, and it's Holiday in at the small forward position.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Indiana moving it around. Here's McDermott. Porter with a block. Chalk up 2 there.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Pacers trail by 18. And Kevin Porter Jr., all the issues you'd expect from a rookie, Greg. Unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he is going to be a handful to deal with.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Indiana. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
The Cavaliers leading by 20. And it's Aaron Holiday with the foul. That's his first foul. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Now here's Garland, guarded by Holiday. Here's Windler, and it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Garland with the bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Well, just quick with the decision-making. Smart pass by Darius Garland.
Here's Holiday. Good D by Thompson.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Passes it to McDermott. Fires from deep. Indiana again missing.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Man, that's Nance Jr.'s go-to move. This guy doesn't mess around when he gets that kind of position.
On the wing, Holiday. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here we go. Cavaliers running again. And it goes down 2 points. Windler's got 6 here in this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Bitadze. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And how about finally being able to put an end to that 16-0 run by the Cavaliers.
And Tristan Thompson on the bucket with the assist by Garland.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now here's Lamb. He's guarded closely. Off with the layup. The Cavaliers shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Right wing. Osman kicks to Sexton. Back to Osman. And Garland has it in the corner. And they pick up 2. Garland's got 12 points in the game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated. And with Victor Oladipo, the impact he has on the scoreboard is huge. But you can't discount how great he is as a defender.
Oh, there's no doubt, Greg. Think about it. The last time he played a full season, he was first-team All-NBA defense. This guy has great length on his arms. He can cause a lot of miscues with his ability to pressure. And he's strong enough to deal with wings as well. So there's a versatility there that you love.
And it's sent back by Turner. And he gets it back. Here's Sexton. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
You know, it's easy to say, but this is one guy you don't want to foul. Colin Sexton is an excellent free throw shooter.
The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And Sexton drops them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Here's Oladipo. Good D from Love.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
The Cavaliers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. Free throw good, Drummond.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Now here is Dellavedova. He's guarded by Brogdon. Love the pass to Dellavedova. Back to Love. Over Sabonis. And no good on the last second attempt this time.
Well, really nice job using...
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the 3rd quarter suit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. It was all about Cleveland as the game got going. An exceptional game plan helped.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're seeing a tremendous game here, guys, from Darius Garland.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
Osman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And here is Brogdon. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Sabonis. And the rejection by Love. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Sabonis. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Garland kicks to Osman. Here's Brogdon. Here's Oladipo. Love grabs the board. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Here's Osman. Turner covering, and the shot goes down. Osman's got 6. And so here is Indiana. Here's Brogdon. And yes, it's good.
Malcolm Brogdon a little bit crafty on the interior, getting that one down.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Pacers with the rebound. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's foul number 2 for him. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's McConnell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I'd go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. And Indiana shooting only 21% from the field so far. The putback, offensive rebound. The kick out to Oladipo. Outside Warren. To the inside, Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Miles Turner is simply a workhorse. I mean, he keeps plays alive with his length and activity.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Exum deciding where to go with it. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds in this game.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
And Larry Nance Jr., son of former NBA great Larry Nance, like his father, Larry Jr. plays. Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
Domantas Sabonis has the ability to keep possessions alive. He's crafty getting position, gets to the offensive window. That's nicely done.
Now, here's Exum. He's covered by McConnell. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Oladipo, the pass to Sabonis. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 3 assists in the game. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The pass to Porter. Down low, inside, here's Nance. Banked in off the glass. Nance has got 4 points now in the quarter.
You have to do more than that against Larry Nance Jr. This guy is no stranger to physical contact.
And finished off by Oladipo.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
There's 53 seconds left in the third. Exum with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Cavaliers have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. The first free throw is good, and the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Kevin Love comes in for Larry Nance. Sexton, he's checked in for Kevin Porter. And it's Garland in for Exum. Here's Holiday. Out to Lamb. McDermott with it. He's going up against Love. And he gets the bucket.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Love outside. And Garland has it in the corner. Shot clock at 6. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And he lobs it up. And so it's Cleveland, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they... And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Now the Pacers with it. On the court right now for the Pacers. We've got Jeremy Lamb, and it's Bitadze in at the pivot, manning the middle.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
They swipe it. And Holiday kicks to Lamb. Now here is Holiday. He's covered closely. Six on the shot clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And a guy like Justin Holiday, a great option off the bench. Consistent scoring threat with that second unit.
That's exactly right. And Justin Holiday also provides you solid defense to go along with that shooting, Greg. And he's older now. There's a calmness to his presence while he's on the floor. He's been with a couple of teams. He's been around a little bit. So he's just got to maximize what he does best. Well, we know that Doug McDermott will run the floor hard in transition, trying to get himself into position to finish.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. To the paint. Here's Bell. Lays it up and banks it in.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Holiday goes in and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Dellavedova, the pass to Zizic. Here's Osman. From deep three-point range. Sexton kicks to Osman. Dellavedova from outside. Rebounded by McDermott. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. That's good from Holiday on the assist by McDermott. Holiday's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Doug McDermott, a high IQ basketball player, understands when his teammates are open how to find them.
Unloads from 13. Here's Zizic. Pass to Sexton. From the arc. He can't hit that time. So Indiana will take it the other way. To the middle. Here's Bitadze. Back to McDermott. Up and in on the layup.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Dellavedova dishes to Sexton. Pass to Bell. Here's Zizic. Passes it to Dellavedova. Here's Osman, guarded by Holiday. And another miss by Cleveland. And it's Indiana's ball. A big stretch here going 10-2. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
The Cavaliers leading by 20. Dellavedova scanning the floor. Bell passes to Sexton. And it's blocked. And Bell kicks to Dellavedova. Sexton against Lamb. Pacers trail by 20. Here's McDermott, and finished off by McDermott.
Yeah, I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so.
and so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Cleveland.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Darius Garland.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
McDermott with a steal. And Lamb, here we go. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Shooting one. Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Drummond's checked in for Ante Zizic. Love comes in for Jordan Bell. And it's Garland in for Matthew Dellavedova. And Drummond throws it down.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Garland, the pass to Sexton. And here is Garland. And there's the feed to Drummond. From down in the low post, it goes.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And stolen by Love. Here's Sexton. No good. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like